right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Talk My Ish. Let's talk about the LeBron James, or excuse me, the Bronny James issue or the Bronny James situation. And let me unfog my lens while I talk to y'all very briefly. Nepotism runs rampant and heavily in our society. That's just always will. It's one of those old proverbs, and ain't nothing new under the sun. And so, yes, I completely understand that you have a son, you have influence, and then your goal or your ambition is for your child to follow in your footsteps. Let me be the first to say, or probably the umpteenth person to say, that Bronny James is not ready for the NBA. He never was. In my opinion, I've never seen him dominate at any level. I just haven't. All I've seen is a sense of entitlement. Now, there's indirect entitlement, and then I believe there's direct entitlement. And I think because Bronny is a humble kid, I think he's not this arrogant, pompous type of kid that shows off. I don't know him, but appears to be a good person, or appears to be an even keeled person. But his dad and LeBron James is the whole reason for this whole thing because of LeBron's ego. I'm not sure what's going on in the Laker organization. And Magic should have been the first person to pull LeBron aside and say, look, brother, we understand that you want your son to play with us, but he's just not ready. We all may have had some dream or some, again, aspiration for our child to follow in our footsteps. And here's a news flash. Sometimes kids, they're going to do what they want to do. They may not want to be, if you come from a family of doctors, they may not want to be a doctor. They may want to be something else or do something different, and that's perfectly okay. I believe that LeBron has tarnished his legacy. He has a legacy. He's not greater than Mike. He's just not. So that's apples and oranges. We'll never get over that debate. That will be debated until the end of time. But this whole situation, what's going on, is basically because Bronny didn't get it out the mud. He didn't get it out the mud. He didn't go through, to me, trial, tribulation to really get to that level. And for him to get drafted, for him to get a fully guaranteed contract at over $4 million, and then you got other people that have had to go through other ranks. They have to go through JUCO because maybe they didn't academically qualify to be able to play at Division I. So they've had to take an unconventional role to get to the NBA. Or they may have had to go through, I don't know if they had a CBA. I don't think the CBA around anymore, but the NBDL or the G League or whatever league it is, but the minor league or a lower tier league in the NBA to get to where they're at. And I think it's disrespect. It's a slap in the face to the whole process. And what's the point of trying to go do something and you always gonna have somebody like a LeBron who is hell bent on ego, who tries to mask things and say, oh, I just want to continue my legacy, and oh, this is a dream of mine. And we all have dreams. Sometimes some dreams are better left just a dream. And so will Bronny succeed? We don't know. But right now it's not looking promising. It's not. And for him to have to go to a lower league to develop that shows me that he just simply isn't ready and wasn't ready. And LeBron has embarrassed his family. And to me, he's, again, tarnished his legacy. There's too much, I think, in terms of breaking out every nuance and breaking out every single thing that we see that's going on with the situation. But what I just explained or trying to articulate at a higher level is that LeBron is a bad look. It's nobody hating on the kid, because I keep going to these different blogs. I keep seeing stuff on social media. Everybody saying, why y'all hating on the kid? We're not hating on the kid. We're not even hating on the dad, but right is right, and you have to call it out. And so I commend certain sportscasters and people who provide commentaries that are not in the affirmative, but they're against it. And they're speaking their mind. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And if people take exception to it, then so be it. But you have to tell the truth sometimes. Sometimes you can't just BS and just skate around stuff and dance around it and sit here and say it's okay and you're not okay with it. Again, if LeBron or if Bronny didn't play, Bronny's dad is LeBron James. He is financially set for life. His kids are set for life. So at this point, is it for the love of the game? No, I don't think it's for the love of the game. It's for your ego to be boosted, because now you ran to LA, you won a championship. I think it's an asterisk by it because simply it's during COVID. It's 2020. I think that was orchestrated by the league because if they didn't do that, this whole tenure of him going and running to LA, and I refer to him as in LeBron, would have been a colossal failure. And so the NBA is never going to let certain franchises look completely bad. They will have some times, some dark ages, and to some extent, one or two bad years where they just don't make it and just look bad. But generally, they're not going to let a franchise like the Laker franchise, which is a historic franchise, look the way that it's looked. And so ask yourself, what has he done since that 2020 bubble championship? Absolutely nothing. And at best, if Bronny continues to play, which he probably will, even if he goes to the G League or whatever league's out and then eventually works his way up, and I'll commend him if he does that, the Lakers are probably a 6 through 8 seed at best and probably a first round exit. When you play and try to extend your career, you make yourself look badder. I think you tarnish your legacy. Ask Michael, the great Michael Jordan, he regrets going back to the Wizards, and rightfully so, because in my opinion, it tarnished his legacy to some extent. Some things are better left undone, and this whole situation with Bronny should have been, he should just still be in college, develop through college. Then when you get your opportunity, then you go up. And Bronny, on my opinion, probably a 4-year guy in college. And then you see what you get. So in the end, we're gonna see how this play out. I'll see y'all on the next video. I'm out.